Hello, my name's Isabel Skipola. I'm a consultant allergy dietitian and I run a food allergy service for adults. Many of the people that are referred to me for suspected nut allergy often have a condition called pollen food syndrome. Nut allergy as a new onset allergy in adults is very rare. Pollen food syndrome is a common condition occurring in adults and affects about 2% of the population. Pollen food syndrome is also known as oral allergy syndrome, and it happens in people who are sensitised to pollens and have antibodies against them. And these antibodies recognise and react to similar proteins in raw plant foods, especially nuts and fruits like apples and peaches. The best way to diagnose pollen food syndrome is to take a really good history. This is because the symptoms are highly characteristic. They get immediate onset symptoms, usually mild oral itching and swelling, and rarely do they get systemic symptoms or anaphylaxis. These mild oral symptoms are easily controlled by taking antihistamines. Usually people with pollen food syndrome can tolerate cooked foods, so it's always a good idea to ask them if they can eat apple pie, should they tell you that apples raw are a problem for them. Often they will say yes, and this is a very easy way of distinguishing between the two conditions. Often skin prick tests are difficult to interpret, also specific IgE blood tests, because of the fact of the high cross-reactivity between the proteins in tree nuts and the proteins in pollens. So it is much better to take a really good history to make a diagnosis of pollen food syndrome.